Hi guys, and welcome back to the Bites and Laces Alternative Training Week. Today I'm going to be chatting to you about some of the different run sessions that you can add into your training which can complement, enhance and even improve your running. First though, if you are new to the channel, then do make sure to hit that subscribe button, come and check back frequently throughout the week for more videos on alternative training, and give us a nice big thumbs up. You can also ring the bell so you can be notified of all of our upcoming videos. We post 3 brand new videos a week, and you can also check out our other content over the 3 social media pages: Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Today I want to chat to you about some of the different run sessions that you can add to your training. Each of these can help to enhance and complement your run training, as well as break up the monotony of just going out and running and pounding the pavement. So join me as I go through 6 different training sessions that you can add to your run workouts. So the first run workout is a Fartlek session. Now this comes from the Swedish term speed play. The idea behind a Fartlek session is where you would alternate the pace that you run at. So you would run at a rather fast pace and then back to a gentle jog. You would repeat this throughout the session. The idea behind this is that it is based on time. So you might run really hard and really fast for 30 seconds and then drop it back for a couple of minutes to get that little bit of recovery. Fartlek runs or speed runs are a great way to effectively train your speed and your endurance. Okay, so what do you need in order to do this? Well, all you really need is somewhere where you're running outside that you can safely increase and decrease your speed without harming or getting in the way of yourself or others. Or if you're opting to do this inside, then you would just need access to a treadmill that can increase and decrease to the speeds that you need. So the next session we're going to look at are hill repeats. The simple idea behind this is you find a hill, you run up it as hard or as fast as you can, and then you gently jog back down it. You would repeat this a number of times. That would complete your session. If you are a bit of a beginner to hill sessions, then you might want to start with about 3 to 5 hill repeats and then gradually work your way up. So each time you do a hill session, you might want to add just 1 more repetition to it. Hill repeats are a great way to build the strength and speed that your legs can put out, and a lot of people have reported that by increasing their strength and speed through hill repeats, they've actually found that they are a lot faster on flats. So what do you need to do in order to take part in a hill session? Well, you're going to need a place where you can go and reach a hill that you can run up and down, ideally safely. Or you can opt to do this inside if you have access to a treadmill that you can adjust the incline on. The next session that we're going to look at is an interval session. Now, interval sessions and speed sessions have a very similar idea to them, in the sense that you increase your speed on and off. So you would push really hard and then you would go back to a gentle jog. The difference between an interval session and a speed session is a speed session is done based on time. So you would increase the speed for, say, 30 seconds. Whereas an interval session is done over distance. So you might want to run really hard or really fast over, say, 200 meters. In order to take part in an interval session, you're going to need plenty of space outside, where again you can increase and decrease your speed. Or if you're looking to take part in it inside, then you're going to want a treadmill where you can get up to the speeds that you are more suited to. Interval sessions are a great way to develop your cardiovascular system and improve your general performance over time. So the next one is a tempo run. A tempo run is a run that's normally completed at about your anaerobic threshold. So this could be about 25 to 30 seconds per mile slower than your 5k pace. In order to complete a tempo run, you're going to want a route or an area where you can reach that pace and keep hold of it throughout the duration of your run. Tempo runs can work really well indoors on a treadmill if you have access to one, because there are less obstacles that you would have to deal with, such as crossings, other people, or even other vehicles. Tempo sessions work really well indoors if you have access to a treadmill. Doing it on a treadmill, you have less obstacles that you need to face, such as other pedestrians or even crossings of roads. Tempo runs are another great way to work on your speed endurance. So the last running-based session we're going to look at today is the long run. A long run can vary in length depending on what it is you're training towards. Typically though, it's longer than the distance you would frequently run, but lower than the distance you're aiming to run in, say, a race or particular distance. So for example, if you're training for a marathon, then your long run might only be 20 miles, whereas if you're training for a half marathon, then it might only be 10. All you really need to complete a long run is an idea of how far you want to go and a route long enough that will meet this. If you've got several shorter routes that you know you can connect up into a long run, then this is a great way to put them all together and give you that familiarity. It's also a great excuse to go and find a few new places that you can go and run, but make sure you either do this with a friend or at least let people know where you're going. Long runs are great for your cardiovascular and also developing your endurance, but they also work really well for testing your mental strength. Being able to develop that mental strength in your training runs is going to go a long way to helping you when you actually get to race day. So the last one we're going to speak about is skipping. Skipping is an easy one to fit into your weekly routine, and you don't really need much for it. It has a great range of benefits and it's easy enough to do. In fact, you don't even need a skipping rope. All you need is a bit of space. Obviously, if you have access to a skipping rope, then do feel free to use it. If you don't have access to a skipping rope though, then all you really need to do is simulate the act of skipping. So it's up to you whether you move your hand to pretend you're skipping with a rope, but as long as you're moving your feet and essentially skipping, then you're getting all the benefits you'll need. The best way to start off with this is probably throwing in a 5-minute session somewhere throughout the week. If you find this is easy enough, then why not add it a couple of times a week? You can then eventually progress up to possibly adding it once a day. And if you start to find you can do this really easily, then why not have 2 lots of sessions a day? So you could have a 5-minute skip in the morning and a 5-minute skip in the evening. It doesn't take up much time, it doesn't really take up much space, and if you've got family members, it's a great thing to do with them too. If you start skipping and you actually find it a little bit difficult, then you can always opt for 30 seconds skipping, 15 seconds rest. Do this until you complete the 5 minutes. As you get stronger with it, start to increase the amount of time you skip and decrease the amount of time that you rest. Skipping is a great way to work the cardiovascular system, but it's also a great activity to do for your tendons. Just remember though, as with all exercises, listen to your body, and if you start to struggle, make sure you take a bit of rest and then gradually get into it. Okay, so there was 6 different ways that you can change up your running. Do you think we missed something? Why not let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and come and check back for some more videos from the Alternative Training Week. You can also hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to be notified of all the upcoming videos.